Hello and welcome. Florida Grizz here, and today I have my good friend Bob with me, and we're going to talk about how and why I'm making these this year, and how and why I'm making these. So let's get right into the how I'm doing this. So I'm taking a plastic drink container, such as this, and I'll take a utility knife. This one has a retractable blade for safety, and I'll cut it to the desired height that I want it. In this case here, it's maybe about 8 to 10 inches tall. And then I put some drain holes at the bottom and also add 2 holes near the top for this handle that I'm putting on these. The holes at the top are about an inch. One is an inch from the top, and a second one is about an inch below that. So I have 2 holes on each side. Now to put the holes in the past I've used this punch and it worked pretty good, but to speed up the process, I have a electric soldering iron. I've had this for quite a few years, and it does a great job to make the holes. I just plug it in and wait a couple minutes, and it's hot and is really efficient in making fast holes, very clean, very quickly. So after I have the holes in the container made, I will then apply the custom paint job. Uh, Here is one completed with the holes and the paint. The paint I use is made by Rust-Oleum. I've been using Rust-Oleum products for a long, long time, and they work really well for me. I have no affiliation with them, but this particular paint is made especially for plastic. So it works really well, dries fast, and comes in about 30 different colors. So that is really amazing. Now, after I have painted it and let it dry well, I'm ready to attach the wire handle. This wire is actually copper. It's the same type that might be used to wire a house, electrical wiring. It comes with in a casing, like a vinyl casing, which again, I just take my utility knife, cut it down a little bit, and remove the wires. In this particular one, there's a black, a red, and a white, and then the copper ground. So that works really well. It's like a 14-inch gauge, I believe, which is just right as far as workability. It's very easy to work with, and it's nice and rigid so that it stands up nice, and that's a good thing about that. So I will take the wire and insert it from the inside to that top hole, just like that, and then bend it back around, come through the bottom hole, and then I'll push it straight down, and I'll put just a little bit of a bend in the end of it. And then we'll do the same with the other side. Come through that top hole, just like this, come out about 3 inches, and kind of manipulate it around through that bottom hole, just like that. Bend it straight down, and again, put a little curl in the end. Now what that will do is keep the wire from pulling back through after I have added the potting soil, the plant, and a little bit of water, of course. So there you go. It's ready for the potting soil, the plant, and ready to go. So of course, with the vases, the flower vases, I don't do anything but just cut off the desired height, give it a good paint job, and it's ready to go. Now, I don't claim to be a florist. I just gathered a few things from my backyard garden area where I have about 65 varieties of plants, flowers, trees, and just put them out here to kind of show you a little bit about how they look. Like I say, I'm not a florist. Actually, I'm a retired handyman, and I just have a passion to grow things. So there's that. Now, what I like about the small flower vases is that these containers come in all different shapes and sizes, and that makes them really attractive as to why I am making these for plants and the flowers and the trees as well. I have a little tree here. It's a little maple tree. Uh, I use these like as a memory tree for someone that's lost a four-legged friend or a two-legged friend. Now, so getting to the why part of the video, why I'm making these like this. Like I said, I've been growing things for quite a few years, and I am getting to the saturation point, you might say. When you have that green thumb habit, you just want to keep propagating and planting and growing. So I've decided I'll try some of the local farmers markets and different events around the area to see if I can sell a few of these to get me so I can buy some more plants. No, yeah, just to help out my green thumb habit, you might say. So, but I wanted to get away from the black uh, custom used customary what they call nursery pots. I just didn't like those. I wanted something that at the farmers market would attract a lot of attention, make a good looking uh, pot with a good looking plant to complement it. And then I wanted to add a handle, figuring that a lot of people would be more apt to want to pick it up and see how it feels and be able to just grab it and go. In fact, I kind of call it my grab and go pot. So plus the fact I wanted to still keep it affordable. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money to create a pot that was going to be out of a price range for a lot of people. So the paint that I use, like I say, the Rust-Oleum gloss for plastic, it's only about $6 a can. And the wire, I just happened to come across the yard sale a while back that had a nice big roll of this for like $5. So all combined, I probably have 50 cents or less in most of these containers, counting the paint and the wire. So I can still make an affordable uh, plant or flower vase for the customer. With that being said, now I am going to include the vase with the flowers that I grow in my garden area. So uh, I think I can have that as a selling point, so people don't have to take home a nice group of flowers and then try to find their vase. And plus they can use this over and over again. It even fit in the cup holder of their car to go home. Yeah, so the fact that there are a lot of these available uh, gives me no problem in finding these. I can sometime go around on trash pickup day and get all the containers that I want. Uh, Unfortunately, now a lot of these are not being recycled. They are uh, heading to our landfills where it takes many years to break down. Then a lot of them are being discarded into our waterways, lakes, rivers, streams. Even our ocean has plastic pollution now, and that's not good for us and certainly not good for our wildlife. Now, some states like California do put a little deposit on these containers, like 5 cents or a dime, and that encourages people to return them for that small deposit. And I hope people are doing that a lot. So that's a good thing. Now, I've also in the past used these for other things besides in my garden adventures. I have used these for hardware, storing different things in them. Even out at my farm, I use for them to feed a lot of the feed and water some of the farm animals we have. So that's a good thing. So Bob, did you have anything you wanted to add today? Bob, he doesn't talk a lot, but when he does talk, he gives me a lot of encouragement, right, Bob? I sure hope so, Bob. All right. So I hope this encourages you to use some of your discarded plastic containers in some way, one way or another, whether it be like for what I'm planning on doing, or just for, like I said, just using them as utility containers, and kind of put them to use rather than ending up in the wrong place. So with that said, Bob and I want to say thank you for supporting the channel. And Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, Bob and I will see you again real soon.